Hello, guys. My name is Ivan, and I'm gonna be talking about the three concepts and theories that have been the most helpful for me during the semester, and how do I apply them during my everyday activities in my life. Right. First, I'm gonna start showing real quick the notes, the real note cards that I'm gonna be using during my presentation. I'm gonna be using about 9 note cards during the whole presentation to help me out with my project. Right. Let's start out with the first concept, the concepts that I'm going to be talking about today, which are going to be the self-concept identity. Then I'm going to be talking about the cultural variations in nonverbal communications, and for last, I'm going to be talking about the active listening theory. Starting off with the self-concept and identity, pretty much the self-concept basis on who you are in a conversation and how you put words to show your personality to the listener. And identity is how people perceive you as a speaker, how they understand your personality by the words and the gestures that you use during a conversation. Why did I pick this concept? Pretty much I picked it because it really improved my self-awareness in a conversation. It lets me know who I am and the way I'm talking to people and how I'm trying to get in a conversation with my personality. It helps me a lot in that. And my real life observation will be pretty much when I go to the gym with my friends during the week. Usually, I'm the one that plans out the workouts and gives them instructions on how to do an exercise in the better way. I'm not a professional or anything, but they really like how I explain things to them because I try to use a confident personality. I try to make sure about everything I'm saying. That way, they can perform better. My reflection will be the self concept and identity really helps you find your own personality and unique way of expressing yourself in a conversation. After talking about the self concept and identity, I'm going to be talking about the cultural variations in nonverbal communication. This is one of my favorites. For this one, it really helps to understand people in a conversation, knowing their culture, knowing where they're from, and that way you can know, different ways in how you can approach them, right? Why did I pick this concept? I pretty much picked it because I really find it interesting how, depending on their culture, everybody has like their own unique ways on communicating with each other. My real life observation is going to be an example that happens to me not every time, but very often when I'm approaching women in a respectful way to say hi to them. In my country, we usually put or cheek face together like this and make the sound of a kiss. That's like a very polite way of saying hi to women, especially when they're close to you, when they're friends. But I try not to do that with women from other cultures, or because I really don't know if they're gonna take it as a romantic intention or as a respectful way of saying hi, right? So that will be my example. And my reflection will be that it's really important to know how different cultures communicate with each other. That way, they don't really take anything disrespectful in the way you're trying to talk or express yourself, or how do you try to approach them, right? After talking about the cultural variations in nonverbal communication, I'm going to talk about the active listening. The active listening pretty much is analyzing a conversation, how you analyze it, how you understand what the speaker's telling you, and how you process that information. That way you can understand better what they're saying. Why did I pick this theory? Pretty much because it's key in a conversation. It's key in communication, knowing how to actually listen to someone, not just hearing everything they're saying, but actually listening and focuses on what they're saying and their ideas. I would say is really important for any conversation. My real life observation will be at work when my manager gives me instructions about what's something that I have to do and how do I have to do it. I try to pay enough attention and focus and analyze the way he's explaining me things. That way I can perform better during my shifts. My reflection will be, it's really important to show your own personality, show unique ways of communicating with people. That way they can perceive you as someone unique and someone that really has their ideas really clear in a conversation. Also very important to know their cultures and to know where they're from and how they can react to different ways of approaching people. And it's very important to pay attention and listening to people. That way it just doesn't show like that you really care, but it actually helps you to understand better the conversation, and it shows the other person that you really care, and that's respectful in any kind of conversation. So I would say how did this project really help me in my life. I would say it helped me to improve my skills for pretty much everything in speaking and listening. It helped me improve them a lot, and I would say I improved my way of communicating with people a lot since I started learning from these concepts. And my final thoughts, it will be the learning how to talk and listening to people in a better way, understanding other cultures and how to approach them and how to communicate with them. It really helps you to be a better communicator every day. Well, that was my project. I hope everybody had a good time listening, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you for listening.